look like they're grown up already.
They do look cool. There's Daddy right down there. There's Mom right there. Female's in the front, Daddy's in the back. He's coming over. He's gonna see her. He's gonna come over. He's been trying to get her to spawn with him again.
Like we need more.
To be honest with you, of all the small betta fish that we do have, these guys are actually the. Yeah, I knew he was gonna do that. He's been trying to get her to pay a little more attention to him, and she's not. Of all the bettas, the smaller bettas we do have, the Hendra are my favorite. The fry were pretty much bulletproof.
Yeah, they're not that hard to
Not at all.
take care of.
Not at all. So today we're going to do a betta fry video showing you all the individual wild type betta fry that we have in our collection.
Starting with Hendra.
This is Betta Hendra, and then we're going to move on to Betta anuta in about 1 minute. Okay guys, as we mentioned in the prior video, this is Betta anuta. This is the second spawn of this individual male that's in the tank with these guys.
You only have one male and two, so that's why he's the only one who's breeding.
I'm going to show you a video after this video of his first spawn, and I'm going to discuss some of the differences and the successes we had in changing some of the techniques that we're using for the anuta spawning and the fry itself. Now, number one, we kept the father with the fry for quite some time. These guys are probably close to about 3 weeks old, and he's still in the tank with them. We're going to actually take him out pretty soon, probably either tonight or tomorrow, and we're going to put him in his own tank so we can regulate the spawnings, because we have, at this point, I think we're at like 50 or 60 anuta fry. But why I think this second batch did way better than the first batch are a number of reasons. One of which is the male held these fry for 15 days.
Yeah, so, and I think they're like more developed. But the other ones are bigger, but these ones, there's way more, and they're
way more balance of development. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the extra 3 days in his mouth makes a huge difference. The first batch, he only held those guys for 12 days. Now that was his very first spawning. So this is his second spawning, and he held these guys for 15 days. And these guys are not that far behind the first batch. And there's probably about a week or two difference in age. So this is Betta anuta, and Dad is actually cruising around in the back. And we're going to move on to the first batch of Betta anuta fry.
momentarily.
Yep, exactly 1 minute. Okay guys, these are the original first batch of Betta anuta fry. So as you can tell, they are a little bit larger than the ones in the prior video, but they should, since they're about 2 weeks older. And these guys are pretty much taking everything, so I'm giving them New Life Spectrum small bites, which is the tiny bite formula, which is perfect for bettas this size. The next video I'm going to show you will be the mahachaiensis, and I'm also going to give them the New Life Spectrum. I like to switch up different foods, you know, from high carry to North Fin, and then also the New Life, which is also proven to be a pretty good granular food for a lot of first stage bettas. So this is the first batch of Betta anuta fry from the male that I showed you in the prior video, and the next video will jump off onto Betta mahachaiensis or mahachaiensis. I'm still yet to find the proper way to pronounce it, but we'll show you those fry next. Thanks, guys. Okay, guys, in this video, you're watching the Betta mahachaiensis feed on the New Life Spectrum also. There are two different spawnings in this tank. It's a 5.5 gallon tank. The original spawning is, I think there's a 2 or 3 week difference in age. The adults are wild caught Thailand imports. I'll show a brief little video of the adults after we film and follow the juveniles feeding. But these guys are doing rather well, and I'm actually keeping a close eye on them to see if we could see any aggression, as we do know that mahachaiensis are in the splendens family, and for the most part they will show aggression to one another soon. There are a couple larger fish in here that I'll probably remove at some point, but of all the splendens that I do keep, this is my favorite species. I love the mahachaiensis, and these guys are, I mean, the parents are really nice looking fish. But that video will speak for itself. So two different spawnings of mahachaiensis, and the fry do a really good job of really not bullying each other yet, because I guess because they're so crowded in there. But as time goes on, that'll change and they will get aggressive. Next video will be the adults. Check this dude out. He is awesome. He was a gift from a friend of mine in New York, Anderson Mercedes. Shout out to Anderson Mercedes and New York Bettas. My man was working hard with Betta macrostoma, and he's going to be the go-to guy for macrostoma, not only on my part, but if you're looking for macrostoma, hit me up and I'll put you in contact with Anderson. I know he's got a lot of juveniles coming up. He actually gave Nathan and I a pair of these wild looking feral bettas from the Dominican Republic. Boss man right there.